Sleep is a necessary and important part of your day. Quality sleep, that is sleeping at the right time and the right duration, is as essential for survival as food, water and air. Without sleep, you can't form or maintain the mental pathways that let you learn and create memories, and it's much harder to concentrate or respond to situations quickly. Sleep is necessary for the healing process, not only physical but emotional healing as well. The chronic lack of sleep increases the risk of many health issues such as high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, depression and heart disease. Unlike popular belief, we don't require 8 hours of sleep daily. A 6-year study completed in 2002, done by the University of California, revealed that people who slept less than 8 hours actually lived longer. The hours of sleep you need vary depending on your age, health and other factors such as medication you are taking. There is no one-size-fits-all approach. Instead of asking how much sleep do I need, the two questions you should be asking yourself are, what actions can I take to raise the quality of my sleep? And how long does quality sleep take for me? Now is a good time to set the broad goals of working on your sleep, and thus the focus of this video. Number 1, increase the quality of your sleep. Number 2, increase the level of energy you have every day. Number 3, decrease your sleeping time by as much as you can. So these goals will make complete sense by the end. If I were to put this all into a single thought, it would be, I want to optimize my sleep so I have the energy to support my life and goals, and have as much time in my day as possible to achieve them. So let's look at the 3 pillars of sleep optimization. Sleeping too much will cause you to be drowsy and have low energy. People erroneously think that because they feel tired, they need more sleep. However, increasing the duration of sleep decreases the quality of sleep and is detrimental. To understand this, we need to discuss the sleep cycle. Throughout the day, your brainwaves change. When fully awake and alert, you have beta brainwaves. You are in tune with your active conscious mind. Stage 1 sleep is experienced consciously often. If you zone out at a boring lecture or daydream, you have entered stage 1 sleep, where your brain waves are slightly lower, generally alpha waves and sometimes theta waves. In this stage, we relax, heart rate drops slightly, and our thoughts drift. This is the doorway into sleep. Stage 2 sleep is a further lowering of your brain waves in a gradual attempt to turn the brain off. If you have ever been woken after drifting off and proclaimed, "I'm still awake," you are most likely in stage 2 sleep. Stage 3 and 4 sleep is referred to as deep sleep. Our brainwaves reach their lowest frequency of delta waves. Our mind fluctuates between delta and theta waves during this stage. This is where our blood vessels dilate and most of the blood stored in our organs travel to the muscles to feed and repair them. Therefore, gains from exercise or strength conditioning happen when we sleep. Stage 5 is also called REM sleep or rapid eye movement. It is also often referred to as dream sleep, as this is where our dreams frequent. During this stage, our brainwaves increase to almost identical to the ones when we are wide awake. This is why our dreams can be so vivid. One key difference is that during this stage it is common for our brain to shut down signals to our body, effectively paralysing us so we don't physically enact our dreams. As REM sleep is the nearest to wakefulness, it is best to time when we wake up to your REM sleep. We'll explain about that in a moment, but first we need to look at the sleep cycles. This is where we can begin to answer the question of what is quality sleep. During the sleep process, we move between the sleep stages multiple times in a cycle. On average, we have 6 sleep cycles per night. Typically, our sleep cycles go through stages like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, REM. 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 Each person is different, however the average duration of each cycle is 60 to 100 minutes and varies each cycle. Just notice on the graphic that the first duration of REM is the shortest and the deep sleep is the longest. Also, these swap as your length of sleep increases. As a result, your sleep gets lighter as the night progresses. Quality sleep depends on the duration of each stage. It's been proven that when deprived of sleep, we experience the greatest daytime impairments, such as being drowsy, headaches, nausea, muscle aches, and concentration difficulties. Our bodies try to get as much sleep as possible, which is why it is the longest in the first cycle. We aim to get as much deep sleep in the first 3 to 4 hours. When sick, our immune system turns on during deep sleep to fight disease, which is why we sleep more when sick. It's theorized that REM sleep is important for absorbing our day's learnings. It is useful, but not as critical as restoring physical functions, which is why it comes later in the cycle. It also explains why babies sleep so much, with 50% of their time in REM. So finally, what is quality sleep? Put simply, it consists of the ability to sleep deeply and stay there for as long as is needed. While that is simple to state, actually controlling our sleep requires more information that I'll tell you later. In fact, let's go do it now. The body clock, or sleep clock, is a mechanism that regulates our sleep. Understanding this sleep clock allows you to take control over your sleep and daily energy. Unfortunately, our current society has weakened our sleep clock from stress and overstimulation. Most people set an alarm of when to wake up, but it's equally or maybe more important to know when to go to sleep. Our sleep clock has many variables that tell our body when to go to sleep, when to wake up, how deep to sleep, and how long to sleep for. The first and most important aspect is the circadian rhythm. This is your body temperature rhythm. Our body temp rises and falls on a rhythm during the day, around 2 degrees Celsius or 3 degrees Fahrenheit. Rising body temp signals us to feel awake, a drop signals a slowing down, being tired and lethargic, getting ready for stage 1 sleep. Looking at the graph, you'll see a dip in temperature in the early afternoon. This is the natural signal to have a quick nap, but most of us instead grab our caffeine hit of choice to fight it. We'll talk about naps a bit later. If your body temp rhythm is too flat, you are far more likely to have sleep difficulties. Understand that under normal circumstances, the temperature rhythm follows the same pattern regardless of when you fall asleep. If you have woken at 6 AM all your life, this means your body temperature begins to rise at 6 AM. It won't matter if you fall asleep at 11 PM, midnight or 1 AM. The body temp will rise at 6 AM and you will wake. You'll also feel sleepy at the same time each night. This is the major cause of jet lag. Maybe in a different time zone, but your temperature rhythm is still following the same pattern. You can adjust it, but it can take a few days or sometimes a few weeks. I'll discuss some tips for this later, but for now, let's move on to the second important element of your sleep clock. Melatonin and sunlight. Melatonin is a hormone responsible for putting you to sleep and restoring energy while you sleep. Melatonin is high, you will feel drowsy and loss of energy. This hormone is released when exposed to darkness. The moment sunlight stops entering your eyes, melatonin levels rise. Higher exposure to sunlight delays the body temperature drop, thus keeping us awake longer. Proper exposure to sunlight is a must, and it's the main way to adjust our body temperature rhythm. Cardiovascular exercise is another key factor. Energetic exercise promotes an increase in body temperature. Not only does it delay the body temp drop, but it creates a higher peak temperature, which increases energy levels and allows for a greater drop at the end of the day, so you get to sleep quicker and remain in deep sleep longer. So in short, your body temperature rhythm and your sunlight exposure are the two most critical factors for optimizing your sleep. Optimizing your sleep clock. Now is a good time to recall the goals of this entire venture. 1. Increase the quality of your sleep. 2. Increase the level of energy you have every day. And 3. Decrease your sleeping time by as much as you can. With these in mind, we can address how to do them. Get enough sunlight. How much is enough? Well, light intensity is measured by a lux. 1 lux is around the same light intensity as a single candle when you are sealed in a dark room. Office fluorescent lights are about 200 to 500 luxes. At sunrise, the light is about 10,000 luxes, and at midday on a bright day, it is about 100,000 luxes. You shouldn't have a habit of looking directly into the sun though, so it depends on the angle the light reaches us. Outside in the open, we'll get around 5,000 to 10,000 luxes. By the same rationale, In an office, the angle of light means we get around 1 to 5 luxes. So suggestion time. Get more sunlight. Plan more outside activities. Move your desk near a window and actually open the blinds. Avoid sunglasses in the morning and evening, as they can block up to 90% of the sunlight entering our eyes when we really need it. Sunglasses are needed to block harmful UV light, which is at its peak in the middle of the day. Use common sense when wearing sunglasses, and if you normally wear them all day, it will be negatively impacting your sleep. If you can't change the lighting in your office, you can get a bright light box. They produce intense light from 5,000 to 10,000 luxes and sit on your desk. They can be pricey at around $300, but what is the price of a great night's sleep and higher daily energy? These are great if you get depressed during the winter. Number 2, exercise more. Best time to exercise is in the morning, as it promotes a quick body temperature rise. Avoid exercise 3 hours prior to sleep, as you may find falling to sleep much more difficult. An important factor is that whatever exercise you choose achieves the following. It makes you sweat, thus increasing your body temperature. It quickens your breath, and it increases your heart rate. That differs for each person, so make your own determination of what exercise is best for you. Final note on this. If you are not going to use your body, what is the point of increasing daily energy, rejuvenating yourself, and improving your sleep quality? Napping. You may recall the afternoon slump in body temperature. This is a perfect time to take a nap with the following rules. 1. Never more than 45 minutes. It takes about 45 minutes to reach deep sleep. Wrenching yourself out of deep sleep is hard, and doing so makes you a zombie for hours. Body temperature drops and will make it harder to fall asleep at night. 2. If you still feel tired after the nap, then shorten the nap for next time. 3. Nap for at least 10 minutes and you'll increase your energy. Wake at the end of the cycle. Waking up energized is as simple as waking at the end of the cycle, i.e. during REM sleep. With our jobs, we often don't have a choice of when we wake up, but we do have a choice of when we go to sleep. This may take some trial and error to get right. If you wake and feel horrible, try going to bed 20 minutes earlier or later than normal. If that still doesn't get the cycle right, then change to 40 minutes earlier or later. Eventually, you will find the sweet spot. When you do find it, stick to it. Never use the weekend to catch up on sleep. Rhythm is a 24/7 thing. Changing your cycle for 2 days only makes it worse. It is impossible to catch up on sleep, as the quality deep sleep is only during the first 3 to 4 hours. Weekends make it easier to take a nap, so ensure you schedule one in. Once you get your perfect sleep and rise times, stick to it daily. If you're watching this as part of one of my programs and you're a night shift worker or travel often, read the included ebook for some tips and tricks. Drugs are bad, okay? Ironically, caffeine makes us more sleepy. Basically, it puts pressure on our awake system and weakens our sleep system. Caffeine within 6 hours before sleep will keep you wakeful, likely will have you waking multiple times during the night, generally to urinate. Caffeine energy hit is very temporary. Getting only 10 minutes of high intensity exercise is 10 times more energizing over the day and will improve your sleep system and your health. Nicotine promotes faster brain waves, which means you're more awake. It increases heart and breathing rate and produces more stress hormones. In short, if you smoke, you'll not get quality sleep. Contact me and we can discuss how you can quit smoking with hypnosis. Alcohol suppresses the 3rd, 4th and 5th stages of sleep, which results in a very light and unrestful sleep. Reduced REM sleep often leads to REM sleep rebound, which is very intense dreams and nightmares, which weakens your sleep for days. And if you combat a hangover with coffee, you are doubling down on a deadly combo for your sleep system. Never combine alcohol and sleeping pills, as your life will be in danger. Alcohol also dehydrates you, which moves us to the next point. Stay hydrated. During sleep, blood vessels dilate and blood travels from our organs to our muscles. If you are dehydrated, your blood clumps and doesn't easily flow to where it's needed, thus not carrying oxygen to your muscles. One powerful method is to buy a 2-litre bottle of your favourite soft drink, so Coca-Cola, Mountain Dew, whatever. Empty the contents down the drain while repeatedly saying, "I'm not drinking this crap anymore." This is a powerful mental anchor. Clean the bottle and then fill it with water. Your goal is to drink it all daily. Additionally, drink around 500 ml or a pint of water each morning as soon as you wake up. You can keep it by your bed or next to the shower. Food. Eating saturated fat at night will make your digestive system work harder and not shut down at night, keeping you more wakeful. Foods high in sugar and simple carbs raises blood pressure levels and can give bursts of energy, clearly detrimental to your sleep. Also avoid foods at night that increase gas, such as spicy or fatty foods. Vitamin B, folic acid, calcium and magnesium are a great help with sleep. See your doctor for the specific amounts you require for your situation. It's best to get these from food rather than supplements. Sleep posture. Do not sleep on your stomach as it puts too much pressure on your organs and strain on your neck and back. If possible, sleep on your side with your legs together, knees lower than your waist. Stress. When stressed, our adrenaline increases, instantly giving us a huge energy jolt. Heart rate, blood pressure, blood sugar and respiration increases significantly. Our brain waves increase to higher alertness. All of this prevents quality sleep. Stress hormones make sleep lighter and less restful. Meditations are great, but the best option is to understand what triggers your stress and having strategies to deal with them in the moment. Contact me to discuss how we can work together on your stress. Insomnia. There are 3 main types of insomnia. Sleep onset insomnia. So you lie in bed for 30 minutes to 4 hours before finally going to sleep. You usually wake with a headache, body aches and feeling drowsy. Sleep maintenance insomnia. Go to sleep normally, but frequently wake during the night and can't go back to sleep, or it takes a long time to get back to sleep. Sleep disturbance insomnia. You sleep normally and for a normal amount of time, but wake unrested with a headache, feeling drowsy or dizzy. Now, type 3 is usually a sign of sleep apnea, periodic limb movement or other sleep disorders. 3rd trimester pregnancies can also have type 3 as well. If this is you, speak to your doctor. Types 1 and 2 can often be combined. This can be short-term, lasting a few days, and often due to negative changes like I've already described above, such as stress. Fix that issue, and it often goes away. The main issue comes when this is chronic and lasts for months or years. A lot of the problems come from making your mind race, trying to focus on going to sleep. You might be telling yourself, don't think about anything, just go to sleep. Thoughts pop in your mind and you tell yourself, don't think about that. Our brains don't understand negatives and ignore them. I'll give you an example. Don't think about a red car driving past a tree. I can practically guarantee you saw that car and the tree. So by continuously thinking about not thinking, we make it impossible to clear our mind. The fix for this is to think about relaxing. No matter what thoughts pop up, just think about relaxing. If any thoughts take our attention fully, which is often life stresses, then stretch those thoughts out using the slow method. Repeat the thought slower and slower each time, and each iteration remove the last word of the sentence. So this focuses on something other than frustration and not sleeping, and focuses on relaxing. If you get the urge to toss and turn, before you actually toss and turn, take a deep breath for 8 seconds, then exhale for 8 seconds. The urge to toss and turn will likely fade, and you'll have the added bonus of being more relaxed. If you are unable to sleep after 30 minutes, you will not suddenly feel relaxed anytime soon. Instead, get out of bed until you feel sleepy. Return to bed to sleep. It only take 20 minutes before you return to bed fresh from the negative momentum of the last attempt. During this time, Don't watch TV because it will impact your melatonin levels and make it harder for you to go back to sleep. So prior to going to bed, take a warm shower or bath 1 hour prior to your sleep time. This increases body temperature, and as you cool down, you will get sleepier. Avoid watching TV, reading a book, or looking at your phone or tablet while in bed. Do not use your bedroom as an office, storage area, or workout room. Do not have arguments in the bedroom. Take them elsewhere. We don't want anything associated with this room other than its primary functions. The bedroom is used for 2 things only: sleep and sexual activity. Reduce the room temperature before sleep. Turn down the heater 30 minutes prior to going to bed. 15 to 17 degrees Celsius is great for overnight. Don't use an electric blanket, as remember, we want to cool our body temperature to support sleep. Remove all light sources, seal any gaps between curtains and window frames, remove phones and alarm clocks. All of these add light to the room, and we want it as dark as possible. Sleeping pills. I do not recommend any form of sleeping pill. Never self-prescribe them. They should only ever be used upon advice from your trusted medical professional and used exactly as your doctor directs. Personal sleep plan. The next step is to tie all of this together. If you're watching this in the full module of one of my programs, you'll have the PDFs of your sleep evaluation and your personal plan of action. Complete the task to understand where you can best improve and implement the action steps. If you get stuck, message me or make a comment in the module. For those that want a copy of the files and are not part of the module, please contact me. With this information, you're in the best position to get quality sleep and improve your daily energy levels. Once implemented, please comment with how much your life has changed as a result of these steps. As always, enjoy life, get healthy, excel.